Aloha and good day, everyone. Today we're gonna go over how to apply for a 329 card in Hawaii, and this is for inpatient, in-state. So if you live in Hawaii, this is gonna be the steps you gotta go to. I always recommend going back to this website in particular, health.hawaii.gov, medical cannabis registry /329-form / it just has a lot of information and forms. I'm going to use this as actually a guideline for today. So on this page I actually have a PDF, and I'm just going to go over the basic steps on how to get it. Before we go over the application part, the state does require a good relationship with your CRN or your medical doctor. So over here we have just a quick Google search pulling up how you can kind of get to know one or find one that's right for you. Go ahead, take your time, research that. But you have to have a good relationship, because when you go ahead and you fill out the application for the state, it requires you to explain who your doctor is, and also how do you keep up with them and stuff like that. So you have to keep a relationship with that. Very important. Let's see. So after you build that up, you go ahead to this website right here. Even if you're out-of-state patient, you kind of go through the same process, but this is the main website. You just go ahead, go down to next. Make sure you put your email address like anything else in today's world. Create your account. When you do create your account, it does link up to when you actually get your final product, so you have to always remember it. You're going to come back here to download it, so you could go to the dispensaries or whatever else, or whoever else you have to show your card. Make sure you do everything correctly the first time, and just know that you will be paying a fee at the end. Continue emails. So definitely you're going to be here in the state for more than 120 days. Go ahead and select this option, and this basically gives you the option to have a grow site, which is the whole point of kind of growing your own medicine. Dispensaries is dispensaries, but just like growing your own food or building your own things, having your own skill is always a good thing. I'm definitely going to make videos of that in the future. So go ahead, continue all those steps. Verification. Like I said, here's the more important part. Going down to the bottom, and yeah, so this is important, but I can't go over it with you. But put in your personal information. Make sure it's accurate and you're not lying. Will you have a caregiver? Meaning, will somebody else take care of or pick up medicine for you in the event of you being too young, maybe being too old, not being able to go out in public for whatever reasons. That's why you have the condition. But whatever it is, it's either you or the person picking it up for you. You can't have both. Grow site, very important for me. I'm actually a grower for multiple people at different times in my life, but I'm as a caregiver, you have a little bit more paperwork to fill out, so that's why it's kind of important to kind of go over these steps. You have to kind of say where you are, and sign under penalty of perjury, basically that you are growing it and nobody else is, so on and so forth, right? So that leads us to the certified document. Go ahead, put in the basically your ID, your identification, your physician, and then you're gonna have the next part about paying. Actually, yeah. So make sure you do all of that. Go ahead and pay the state of Hawaii. Put in your information. If you're first time registration, you only can pay, I think, the $38.50, and then if you're registering for the second time, then you could go ahead and pay the next one. Make sure you review your application. Confirm payment. Gotta pay the state your application. Okay, so after that, after you go through the process, the state of Hawaii is gonna of course approve you or not approve you depending on it. Oh, I have some statistics I can show you later, but basically, if you look on the screen right here, you have the basics. These are the conditions that can qualify you to have a 329 card in Hawaii for both out-of-state and in-state patients. So you can go ahead and take a look at that. Here's the website if you need more information. Like I said, or even if you just needed more things to talk to your physician about, because sometimes you might not even know the problem or the condition, and they can help you figure out what it is, because they have a lot of experience. So let's see, going into the, I guess, the main rules of it after you do get your card. So from the time you electronically get your card, you could go ahead and start growing. I think somewhere in the rules it says that you cannot grow until you get this, so make sure you guys follow the rules. So you can grow up to 10 plants in Hawaii. How that looks, I think the state leaves that kind of open-ended. It can be in the veg stage, it could be in the flowering stage. The main thing is you got 10 plants that's tagged. Make sure it's tagged correctly, visible, clearly seen. And it's not only just for the for anybody that comes and inspects. I mean, nobody ever inspected a mine, but just common courtesy and following the law. But also the weather could also damage penmanship and all of that. So very important to have that in mind. Your normal amount you can normally have is 4 ounces on you, and that also includes going to the dispensaries. You can only carry that much. Make sure it is contained in a sealed container and separated, not visible. That's all part of the legal part. And if you're traveling out of island or moving it from different islands here in Hawaii, make sure you remember that you're not protected. All right, so under federal law you're not protected, under state law you are, but just remember you have to follow all jurisdictions. I'm definitely going to come out with a few other videos on how you can grow and make sure you can stay inside that 4 ounces. It might be a lot, or it might be too much, or you have to have some skill to even want to grow this, because it takes time and love as a caregiver and with other things in my life to do it. It's not challenging. I mean, it kind of is, but at the end of the day, you're growing medicine and helping people. But I just want to go over some statistics really quick right down here. In Hawaii, as of December 21st, 2021, there are 34,125 patients registered in Hawaii. Okay, so just some little statistics. Just want to show you guys before I end this video. Go ahead, send me any emails or comments. Let me know how this was, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a few videos in the future on how you could definitely maximize growing cannabis in Hawaii, from some caregiver knowledge to other people out there. All right, so you guys have a good day, and hopefully I'll see you guys again and give you guys more information soon. Aloha.